When it comes to quick weekend escapes from Manila, Tagaytay is an obvious choice. New tourist spots have been popping up left and right in this holiday town, but this video is an ode to the classics. Hey Beach Listers! This is Hannah from Philippine Beach List. If you're looking for a change of pace that's a 2 to 3 hour drive away, Tagaytay's the place to hit. From its endless array of dining places to its magnificent panoramas of the Taal Lake, it appeals to those looking for a respite, allowing visitors to forget about their problems and chill for a few days or so. But we might as well make a full feature film if we were to pack everything all in this video. So we're making 2 Tagaytay tourist spot videos instead. In this first video, we're going to list down the classics that have become staples in any Tagaytay itinerary. If you're still here, we would absolutely appreciate it if you could subscribe to our channel. To receive notifications when we upload new videos, you can also hit the bell icon. We post new videos on the regular about all things beach lists, bucket lists, bustling life in the city, and more. But wait, this video is in English, so if you want to watch a Tagalog version of this, head over to the Poor Travelers YouTube channel. We're also just letting you guys know that some of these photos and videos are from our past travels, some of which were taken during the COVID-19 pandemic. Once we revisit these destinations, follow-up videos will be in the works. Sky Ranch is a favorite here in Tagaytay, especially for families who are traveling with kids or kids at heart. Although to be honest, Sky Ranch isn't unique to Tagaytay because there's also a Sky Ranch in Baguio and Pampanga. But what makes this different is the spectacular view, especially if you ride the 63-meter tall Ferris wheel called Sky Eye. Sky Ranch is perched on the ridge, so it really has a breathtaking view of the Taal Lake and volcano. Aside from the view, tourists are also attracted by the rides here like the double-decker carousel, drop tower, super Viking, and log coaster. There are also carnival games that you can play like hook a duck, basketball shooting, lobster pot, and this one where you have to throw rings around the bottle's neck. They're all fun to play, but unfortunately, none of our team won anything. But that's okay because everyone still enjoyed the games. A Ride All-You-Can Day Pass is also available if you want to experience all of Sky Ranch Tagaytay's attractions. You can book this in advance via Klook, and we actually recommend doing so because the Ride All-You-Can Day Pass is only available online and must be availed a day before you plan to visit. We'll put the Klook link in the description so you can easily find it. You may also use our code PHBEACH for discounts. We'll include the directions along with operating hours and entrance fees as of recording, but note that these might change, so make sure to double check with the establishment just to be sure. How to get to Sky Ranch Tagaytay. From Manila, take the bus to Tagaytay and alight at Olivares Rotonda. From Olivares Rotonda, take a jeepney bound for Mendez or Nasugbu. Let the driver know that you're going to Sky Ranch so he can drop you off at the designated stop because not all jeepneys take the road where Sky Ranch is located. The fare is around 15 pesos. Picnic Grove is one of the original destinations here in Tagaytay. It's a vast area for friends, families, and even couples on a budget. The entrance fee is only 50 pesos. It's perfect for those on a budget because you don't need to dine in expensive restaurants to enjoy Tagaytay when you visit here. In Picnic Grove, you can bring your own food. You just need to rent tables, huts, or gazebos. Many of them even have provisions for cooking or grilling. Here are the rates. When you occupy a table or a cottage, a collector will approach you for the payment. Aside from having a picnic, you can also go on the eco trail and the horseback riding circuit. There's also an open field for playing badminton or kite flying. If you didn't bring food or just need extra snacks, there are also food stalls here. And if you want an adventure, you can ride the zip line. If you haven't tried zip lining before, the zip line in Picnic Grove is perfect for first-timers. And of course, you'll have a great backdrop because the view here is unmatched. The Picnic Grove is also located on the ridge and there's a lot of viewpoints or lookouts like Picnic Town or this boardwalk. How to get to Picnic Grove. From Olivares Rotonda, ride the jeepney bound for Calamba or the one with the signage People's Park. If you want to make sure, just ask the driver to drop you off at Tagaytay Picnic Grove. People's Park in the Sky is another popular spot known for its gorgeous views of the Taal Lake and volcano. It was previously known as Palace in the Sky, which was commissioned to host US President Ronald Reagan during his supposed visit in 1983. However, the then US President's visit was cancelled and the construction of the mansion halted. While its original purpose was never met, it has now been turned into an urban park and view deck. There's also a garden, a small chapel, souvenir shops, and food stalls. However, there are many areas of the park that need major upkeep and improvement. But if all you need is a stunning view, you surely won't get disappointed. The entrance fee is 50 pesos. How to get to People's Palace in the Sky. From Olivares Rotonda, ride a jeepney with the signage People's Park. That jeepney terminates at the jumping off point to the park. From the entrance gate, it's an uphill climb to the mansion. If you're getting tired going around, don't worry because there are a lot of delicacies to try here in Tagaytay. One could argue that you cannot make your trip home without trying the most popular delicacy, which is buko pie. There are many pasalubong shops around the city where you can get this, like Cecilia's buko pie and pasalubong, Colette's buko pie and pasalubong, Carmela's banana cakes, Rowena's pasalubong and restaurant, and Amira's buko tart house. For us, our number one favorite is the ube buko pie from Cecilia's. The sweetness of the ube complements the mild taste of the coconut very well. And speaking of ube, the popular Good Shepherd ube halaya jam that is a popular pasalubong item from Baguio is also available here in Tagaytay. You can get it from Bahay Pastulan, which is also operated by the Good Shepherd sisters. How to get to Good Shepherd's Bahay Pastulan. Ride a jeepney bound for People's Park and get off at Tagaytay Econo Hotel at the junction of Tagaytay Santa Rosa Road and Tagaytay Calamba Road. Charter a tricycle to Bahay Pastulan Store, Good Shepherd. Tell the driver it's the one along Tagaytay Santa Rosa Road. And if you need something to drink, try the signature Carabao milk from Mr. Moo along Tagaytay Santa Rosa Road. They also have cow's milk along with different varieties. Our team likes the melon flavor the most. Of course, when it comes to food you should try in Tagaytay, bulalo is on top of the list. And when we talk about bulalo, you can't go wrong with Mahogany Market. Yes, it's an actual public market. On the ground floor, you will be welcomed by stalls selling raw meat like pork and beef. There are also seafood and other proteins available. But when you go up to the second floor, you'll find the food court. Here, there are various food stalls serving similar menus. They have lechon kawali, chicharon bulaklak, crablets, and of course, bulalo. It's honestly hard to choose which stall to order from since their prices are comparable, and compared to other restaurants, you can get bulalo for much cheaper here, but the taste would not disappoint either. Here's how to get to Mahogany Market. If you're coming from Manila, board a bus bound for Tagaytay or Nasugbu at Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange or PTEX. Get off at Tagaytay Hall of Justice along Mahogany Avenue. Walk towards Mahogany Market behind the Tagaytay Hall of Justice building. Fantasy World is another destination outside Tagaytay that's often added to Tagaytay itineraries. There's a huge chance you've come across pictures of Fantasy World online, especially its giant medieval castle, which was supposed to be the centerpiece of a huge theme park that was planned to be like Disneyland. Unfortunately, the project didn't push through. We're not exactly sure if the term for it is abandoned because for a while, management actually allowed tourists into the park for photo shoots. As of December 2021, however, visitors can now only drop by the front gate or view the park from a viewpoint along the road instead. Here's how to get to Fantasy World. From Olivares Rotonda, ride the bus or jeepney to Boundary, the Cavite-Batangas boundary. From there, ride another jeepney bound for Lemery and ask the driver to drop you off at the road leading to the Fantasy World entrance. You can also charter a tricycle to take you there. And if you decide to go to Fantasy World, we have a bonus tip for you. Whether you're coming to or from Fantasy World, you'll pass by Golden View Grill Cafe and Restaurant. It doesn't look like much from the outside, but it also has a good view and great food. They serve mostly Batangan dishes, including Batangas Goto and Tablea chocolate, which is served with suman. Now that we're in Batangas, why not go to the Caleruega Chapel as well? Although located in Nasugbu, it is also often included in Tagaytay itineraries because it is easily accessible from Tagaytay. The church complex was originally built as a venue for retreat and contemplation, but it has evolved as one of the choice destinations for wedding and prenup photo shoots. Caleruega is surrounded by relaxing gardens and hills and has a nice view of Mount Batulao. Aside from being a wedding venue, Mass is also regularly held in the chapel. It's also a usual Visita Iglesia stop in Batangas. This is how you can get to Caleruega. Ride a jeepney bound for Nasugbu at Olivares Rotonda and tell the driver to drop you off at Hillcrest, Evercrest. From there, take a tricycle and tell the driver to take you to Caleruega. Another chapel in Tagaytay that you can go to is Tierra de Maria. It occupies a small area, but it is known for its 50-foot statue of Virgin Mary. When you enter the chapel, there are sections where you can write a note or prayer request or even a prayer of thanks. You can post it on the wall or put it in drop boxes. If you want to take home souvenirs, you can check out the store by the entrance. Here's how you can get to Tierra de Maria. From Olivares Rotonda, ride a jeepney bound for Calamba or the one with the signage People's Park, or just ask the driver to drop you off at Tierra de Maria. The chapel is located near Tagaytay Picnic Grove. Puzzle Mansion is a private museum of the family of the collector Georgina Hill Lacuna. It was opened in 2012 with over 1,000 puzzles and has been certified by the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's largest jigsaw puzzle collection. At present, there are about 2,000 puzzles housed in the museum, with the oldest dating back to the 80s. The entrance fee is 100 per head. Here's how you can get to Puzzle Mansion. From Olivares Rotonda, take a jeepney bound for Nasugbu or Alfonso. Then tell the driver to drop you off at the spot in Barangay Asisan, where you can hail a tricycle to the Puzzle Mansion. If you like museums, another museum to check out here in Tagaytay is Museo Orlina, named after the artist and founder Ramon Orlina, who is known for his iconic glass sculptures. This museum opened in 2014 and showcases Orlina's masterpieces as well as works of other artists, especially sculptors. The main highlight here is the Arcanium 19 Paradise Gained, which is a replica of one of his masterpieces. The original piece is displayed in the atrium of the National Museum of Natural History. Here's how you can get to Museo Orlina. If coming from Olivares Rotonda, ride a jeepney bound for Calamba or the one with the signage People's Park. Ask the driver to drop you off at the intersection or at Tagaytay Econo Hotel. From there, walk to Museo Orlina. And that's it for our first video on Tagaytay tourist spots. We'll be making a separate video listing some of the newer attractions in Tagaytay. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you get notified when we have new videos. If you have recommendations or suggestions for destinations you want us to feature, leave a comment below. You can also message and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. We are Philippine Beach List on all those platforms. You can also check out our blog, philippinebeaches.org. The Philippines has so many islands, it's honestly going to take a lifetime to visit each one. So that just means we better get counting. Again, this is Hannah. Join me next time as we check another destination off our Philippine Beach List. Bye!